What's going on, YouTube? Another update going on. Biggest update this week. Got a new electrical box. Just got done mounting that. Somehow could not find my stupid wire staples. That's why that wire is just kind of hanging there, and I need to bury that line. But not a bad little design. Just a waterproof cover here, and put in a dual outlet. That way I've got room for my aerator that will be coming later on. And but now I have two pumps that are working in there. One's right there, the other one's right over here, and both of them are now pumping right there. We got two T's. Water line pretty much just comes up out of the tank. Each one goes to a shutoff on each, or goes to a T, and I still have my shutoffs here so I can regulate the flow that way. It just goes right into each of the beds. Everything else is growing pretty good. My tomatoes are still tomating, and my pepper's still pepping. But everything else is doing pretty good with this electrical design. Like I said, I didn't put the I didn't wire staple these down there because I can't find them for some reason, so I'll have to get some more. Bury that line right there. Pops out right over here, goes straight on up and into my electrical box, which this would be my line right here. Going right in, and it just plugs in. I thought about hardwiring it or hooking it to this disconnect right here so that I could just disconnect power that way, and I just kind of went with the plug design just because that's a little bit easier. All of the plants are doing pretty good. They're all sticking up nice and tall. I think we might have had everything die off that's going to die off. Added this pretty girl right here. It's a nice purple basil. Figure add a little bit of color, get some herbs going in the garden as well. The littlest pepper right there is actually perking up. It's starting to grow a little bit, so it must have been a little bit of shock that was going on with it. Got a few peppers right there. And of course, my nice big Santa Fe Grande pepper. And a few jalapenos over here. Loving that. Gotta have my jalapenos. And these tomatoes here on the end have a little bit of yellowing of the leaves there. And that one, well, all four of them there. But all these little tiny peppers that were sunk into the lava rock, and then once I filled in with the pea, they were kind of like right at the soil level. Now they're all pretty much sticking up a little bit higher. Littlest one, I believe, is that guy right there, and it's sticking up nice and tall. And this guy with lots of leaves, it's actually sticking up above, and I think 2 days ago it was down in the rock still. So it's starting to take off now. It's kind of weird. This bed is actually doing really good with peppers and not with the tomatoes, whereas the other garden is actually doing really good with the tomatoes, and the peppers seem to be lagging behind. I haven't made much progress yet on the fish tank, which will be going down there. I'm gonna create my own fish tank this time. Just probably do like a plywood frame, frame it in with some 2x4s, and use a pond liner, and make myself a big fish tank. If you saw my fish update a couple videos ago, I showed my new catfish in there, and they're getting even bigger. So I'm gonna need that for a tank, and I'm probably gonna need a bigger tank than that. So I was also thinking of maybe making a bigger tank. That way I could put them in there. But if I did that, I suppose I would have to just go ahead and utilize this space right here and make an extra 2 gardens there. That way I could make the fish tank the size of 4 gardens, which I believe are I think 36 by 24, I believe. But that's for the future, and as of right now, this is all I've got done this week. Till next time, later.